Hi everyone! I'm here to make a video on how to chart Ruby. A lot of you guys are super close, so I don't want you guys to miss out on this amazing promotion that really you can do within a couple weeks in the business if you really, laser focused about it. So obviously, if you're new, welcome. Honestly, a lot of people get charted Ruby within the first month, or they start bringing a lot of people in and they don't know how to go Ruby. So I want to make sure you guys know. So obviously your first step is your first 4 loyal customers. And the reason why is because that unlocks your fast start bonuses, which is what you will earn once you start building your team. And it unlocks your shopping spree. You need to earn both of those because you need to use product for yourself. And also because it unlocks your bonuses. So before anything, you have to have 4 loyal customers to promote. You have to have 4 loyal customers to be unlocked for all the bonuses. So you always want to have 4 active loyal customers, okay? So get those 4 loyal customers in. The next thing is, if you're on my team, I want to tell you guys to go and get yourself so you don't even have to print it out, and it's also laminated. You can erase it as you go. So for example, what I want you guys to focus on, like I said, is 4 loyal customers. And I'm going to go ahead and write that right here on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want you to get your chart, write that on there. You know, ask your friends, your mom, your sisters. I want you to know that your family and friends are only going to be your practice, okay? Some of them will say no still, but a lot of them will support you if you ask in the beginning. So utilize the people that love you and ask them to try a product. It's going to help them feel good. It's going to let them get results on these amazing products. So ask 4 people. Write down sister, mom, coworker, even your spouse. They do have to have a different address though. So if you're going to sign up your spouse as a customer, get them on some products, you have to use a different address for it to count for your 4 shopping spree, okay? So I just wrote their names. Now, as you can see, this Ruby chart says an average of $500 a month, $474, but I say average around $500. And that's just an average, guys. With these charts, it's just an average. So just know that it can be higher. Most of the time, the only time it's low is if you just promoted. So you have to wait for that time to build, and then or that income to build, and then you'll get up to the average, okay, within your first couple months. So as you can see, a Ruby has 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 spots are not customers. These 5 spots are team members. They're people on your team. I know this video quality isn't great. That's because I'm using a very old laptop, but bear with me here, you guys. So once you get your 4 customers, then you're going to start looking for 5 team members. And once you have those team members, you're going to make sure to fill them in these boxes. So once you have 3 that you signed up, you're going to want to help one of them sign 2, or they sign 2 themselves. You can also place team members under your team. So let's say, for example, your sister signs up and you put her here. Your sister and you can work together and you can place those 2 distributors under your sister. So once you have the whole chart filled, what's next? Next is getting everybody to 400. And that is why these shopping sprees are also very important, because when people are working for their 4 customers, most of the time they get very close to their 400. So for example, every customer has a BV. So make sure that you're looking at that. For example, the wraps are 54 BV. So if you get 4 customers with wraps, that's already over 200, let's say around 220 BV, right? Okay, awesome. Then your sister is obviously going to use some product for herself, hopefully. We should be a product of the product. And let's say she runs an 80 BV auto ship. So that's another 80 BV, okay? So now your sister is at 300, okay? You want to get it as close to 400 as you can by the 15th of the month, because after that, you want to work for any small volume that needs to be. So for example, let's say they all get their 4 customers. They all run their auto ship, so they're all at 350, 300 or 350. let's say sister, someone on Facebook, I'm just going to put FB, and someone on Instagram signs up with you, and then your sister signs up her coworker and her friend in the business with her. They all got half off kits. They were really excited. So their names are there. Now they all got their shopping spree, so that's 4, 4, 4, 4. So I just want to put 4s next to them so we know. And then they all ran their auto ship, so we're going to assume that they all got to around 300 to 350 in volume. But you're probably asking, well, they're still not at 400. So here's the fun part. The executive, you just check off because this volume down here will just go up here. So they'll automatically hit. Sorry, I know I'm writing this backwards. 400. They'll automatically hit the 400 they need to hit. So you don't even have to worry about your sister, which is your executive, on your team. So now these 2 people are at 350. So here's what you can do. You can team up and you can help your team get those last couple customers. So, you know, they would each need at least 1 or 2 more. There's a lot of options you guys like. The packs are really good when you're going for promotions because they are a little bit higher in BB. So that's fun. So let's say you get down to the end of the month and you're about the 15th of the month, hopefully, or the 20th. And these people got to 400, but this person did it and this person did it. So what you can do is, since it's only 100 BV, the company actually allows us to buy some product and place it to help us make our promotions happen. So since you need 50 and 50, that's 100. You can make a $100 order, and you actually would have to make 2. So you'd have to make 50 and 50, and then you would move it to these 2 people. And then these 2 people are now 400 legs. So you cross them off and you are now a Ruby. So here's the fun part, you guys. Once you promote to Ruby, you can maintain with the overall volume, so you don't have to worry about everybody being at 400. But this is very important. This is why once you go Ruby, you want to work for the next promotion. You don't want to settle. You don't want to wait. You don't want to get comfortable. That's the worst thing that you can do, and I'm telling you guys from experience, I have done it. I have been close to double diamond, diamond, triple diamond, multiple times in my first year in the business, and I didn't push for it. So don't make the mistake I made. I wish somebody would have told me this, but nobody did. So just push for the next promotion. What are you going to do? You're going to go print an emerald chart, and you're going to see what you have going on your team, and that's what you're going to do. And you're just going to push for the next thing. Never settle, you guys, because when you stop working, you stop helping people change their lives. And now, instead of having these people under you that are each making a couple $100, you can have these people under you that are helping. You guys are all working together, and now these people are going to make $2,000, $3,000 a month from home. Don't settle. That's the worst thing you can do. So now that you have promoted to Ruby, awesome. You did a great job placing, working, helping your team, messaging your team. Here's another tip for promoting. Whenever you have promotion spots, okay, let's say, for example, you signed up 5 people, but maybe 2 are working. Working means they're posting, they're messaging, they're talking to you, they're responding. Sometimes people take their time and they work when they want. That's totally fine too. But we're talking about people that are interacting with you, that they're letting you know that they want more out of their business and their life. So let's say there's only 2 people working, but you filled this whole thing. So here's what I would do. Out of those 2 people who actually is maybe bringing in a team or customers, mass recruiting, or bringing in a lot of people, you would want to place them in the promotion spot because you know that they are going to take care of their promotion. And then the next person could go in the next spot and you can help work with her. And then you can find 1 more person over here, right? So you always want to work with the workers, walk with the walkers, but never sit with the sitters. And what that means is not to be rude. It's basically because you are here to make money. Hopefully you're here to change your life. You're here to make an extra income. Nobody has time to sit around and wait. So when people are not responding or not interacting or not being a part of the team, that's fine. You know, all we can do is hope that they come back when they're ready. But here's the cool part is even if someone's not working, for example, let's say everybody on the chart is working, but this one person, you can place that volume. So you can still make your promotion happen if you only have 1 person that's not working. So it doesn't kill your whole promotion just because someone quits. Really, that's their bad. they're the ones missing out on that check, because now if you're placing people there, that's income that they could be getting. So that's their loss, not yours. So just know that if you're filling a chart and you're getting discouraged thinking, well, what if I only have 3 people working? You don't need everybody on your chart to be working, and the reality is not everybody on your chart will ever be working. That's just how it works in this business. And in any business you do, probably not everybody's going to be doing what we want. That's not the reality. So I just want you guys to know up front, you know, these things, because you're only going to want to keep promoting, right? So you don't want to focus on the people that are not working. You don't want to get discouraged because people are not working. That's just part of it. People are going to choose to work when they want. So know that them just being a part of your team and being an active distributor, you can still use them for promotions. Just do not put them in a promotion spot. So that what that means is when you start building your team higher, then an executive would be a promotion spot, a ruby would be a promotion spot, a diamond would be a promotion spot, meaning you're not going to be, let me show you guys a double diamond chart so I can show you an example. So I'll pull mine out. So let's say right here, okay, there's a ruby here, there's an emerald here, there's a diamond here. I'm not going to put the people in the promotion spots, which is the ones at the top, in a spot to promote if they're not working, okay? So with that being said, it's very important to know how this business works, because if you are a runner and you work with your leaders and you are wanting more, I promise you, you're not going to regret it, and it's going to be such an easier promotion for everybody to be able to make more money and just grow an enormous income check. You guys, it just takes consistency and work. That's it. There's no difference between me and you and the people at the top. The only difference is that they never gave up and they kept going. That's the only difference. So now that we've charted ruby, obviously your next promotion would be emerald. If you wanted to go for executive, which is the first rank in the company, it's only 2 people. So what you can do is, let me see if I can just erase this. Junior, can you give me one of those wipes or paper towels? So an executive is 2 people. So it's lower than an emerald. Lower than a ruby. It's executive, ruby, emerald, diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, presidential, ambassador. Okay, ambassador is the top of the company. The last rank. So yeah, the top of the company. So let me show you guys an example. So let's say maybe you already have 2 people under you, and maybe next month you want to go ruby, but this month you know for a fact you can go executive. And you know, sometimes your leader will place people under you. You guys use that. Work with those people. Don't just feel like, well, they place them, they can just do all the work and help them. You are their leader now, even if they're placed under you, okay? So an executive is this. So this could be your full goal. Let's say this is, let's just put Heather. I can't write backwards, okay? Sorry, that's sloppy. Okay, so Heather signs up her sister and coworker from work, or maybe I place 2 people under Heather. Either way, once these 2 people go to 400, which is what we talked about last, 4 customers, all of that, their orders, any other customers, that will get them closer to their 400. I know you guys can't even see, that's sloppy, but you guys get what I'm saying. So then she will promote to executive, and an executive averages around $200 to $300 a month, counting their fast starts. So just know that even if you want to start with executive, you guys, it matters. It matters. Any promotion is going to get you a pay raise. It's going to get you a little bit of extra income added to your check. So just talk to your leader, talk to whoever enrolled you, and get a plan down and figure out what promotion you want to hit so you guys can work together and you can get there. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any more questions on Ruby and above, feel free to message me. Have a good day.